So today we will discuss about the electrogravimetry. Unit is called B parts. Electrogravimetry is the one of the electroanalytical techniques. Since the name electro and gravimetry. So as we earlier done the practicals in BSc levels, gravimetry. Gravimetry means suppose we determine the metal ion. Example, nickel metal ions. Nickel metal ions we will determine from solutions. So from that solution, for determination of metals ion like nickels, copper, zinc, so we first to make the precipitate of that metal ion solutions. So nickel metal ion solutions is precipitated by DMG, dimethyl glycine. So in gravimetric analysis methods, we will form the PPT in the solutions when mixed with DMG. Any solutions, suppose this is the solution, it contains the nickel metal ion. So we determine the weight of that nickel metal ions. Firstly, the nickel metal ions is formed the precipitate with DMG. So by after a precipitation formation, then we filter that precipitate and burn that filter paper, and next it weight that precipitate. So we got the quantity or weight of the nickel metal ions. Same exactly as the silver metal ions, we determine in the solutions by making the silver ion precipitate with sodium chloride or potassium chloride. So the precipitate is formed by AgCl precipitate form in NaCl or KCl, also AgCl precipitate form. After precipitation, we done the suction filtration by suction filter paper, and then dry the precipitate and ignite the filter paper. So this is the very long processes, and in that process there is the coagulation of the other metal ions. Suppose that solution, in this solution also present other metal ions Ag, Fe. So after PPT formations, the coagulation of that PPT contain nickel metal ions and also other impurity as the ions of other metal ions in our regular gravimetric analysis. So to avoid this coagulation or mixing with metal ions with other metal ions, we use the electrogravimetric techniques. Here simply we pass the electric current in that solutions, and the deposition of the metal ions that we estimate or determine the metal ions that deposit metal ions, then the deposit metal ions, weight that metal ions, and we got the quantity of that metal ions. So in electrogravimetric technique, Electrogravimetric technique, various applications like in electroplating industries. We will see the Bentex materials. That is the gold plated. Electrogravimetric application in electroplating industries. Example, it is the Bentex materials and other fabrication in atom coil industries. In Bentex material, the gold is plated in other metal ions like copper ions or other ions. Thus, this gold is deposited on the other metal ions. So, this is the application of electrogrammetry. So, main area of electrogrammetry is deposition of metal ion on electrode or other metal ion by passing electric current in solution. So when two electrodes is deep in electrolytic solution. Suppose this is the electrolytic solution beaker that contains electrolytic solutions like copper sulfate. This is the electrolytic solution. This is the two electrodes. One is the cathode electrode and second is the anode electrode. In electrolytic cells, there is a two cells. One is the galvanic cells or electrochemical cells and second is the electrolytic cells. In electrolytic cells, the cathode is attached to a negative terminal and anode is attached to a positive terminal. This is in electrolyte cells as we use in electrogrammetry. And in galvanometric cells, that is our battery cells, there is a reverse thing. Cathode is positive and anode is negative in galvanometric cells. And in electrolytic cells, the cathode is negative and anode is positive. Suppose we dip the cathode and anode in copper sulfate as electrolytic solutions. So this is the platinum electrode. So we weight the platinum electrode before immersion in the solutions. Its weight is 1 milligram. And after passing the current, then we remove the platinum electrode and again we weigh. So we got the deposition quantity of that metal ion. Suppose here is a two electrode dipped in the solutions. One is a platinum act as a cathode electrode and another platinum act as a anode electrode and it's attached to batteries. So we pass the specific current. Suppose we pass 1 ampere per second in current. So 1 ampere per second current, then the solutions, the copper is deposited on the cathode electrode. So here is a deposition of the copper electrode. Copper metal ions on the cathode ion. So after some time, we remove the cathode electrode and take a weight of that cathode electrode. So before inserting in the beaker the weight of cathode electrode and after deposition of metal ions on cathode electrode, the weight difference we got the deposition of copper ions. Weight of cathode before put in electrolyte solution and weight of cathode after deposition of metal ions on the cathode. The difference between two waves, so that easily we got the quantity of metal ions in that solutions. So this is the very easy and sophisticated method than our gravimetric methods. So in these methods, so when we give the current 1 ampere per second, so the deposition of copper is 0.32 milligrams on the electrode. This is the specific. So the current is directly proportional to the deposition of the metal ions. So that this is the whole theory of electrogravimetry. The electrogravimetics, the principle of electrogravimetry is dependent on the two laws. First is Ohm's law. Second is the Faraday's law. So in Ohm's law, the current is directly proportional to EMF, and it is the inversely proportional to resistance. So I is equal to EMF divided by resistance. This is the Ohm's law, and second is the Faraday's law. The Faraday's law says that the amount of current passed through the electrolyte solutions is directly proportional to the depositions of the solution. So this is the two laws. One it is the Ohm's law, and the second is the Faraday's law. Faraday's law, it states that the amount of substance deposited on metal ions is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed. Therefore, W is equal to ZCT. Here, W is the weight of substance, Z is the constant, C is the current, T is the time. So, from our two laws, we will see that the current is directly proportional to the weight of substance or deposition of that substance. So in the electrogravimetric, there are the it is a specific process. It is also useful for the estimation of the many metals in a single solution or single mixture. Suppose there is a mixture of Ag metal ions, nickel metal ions, copper metal ions and zinc metal ions in the solution. So we will estimate the quantities of copper metal ions in the solutions, silver metal ions in solutions, and nickel metal ion solution and zinc metal ion solutions accurately by this method. So we will give in electrodes, cathode and anode. Cathode is the negative, anode is the positive. So firstly we will weigh at a empty cathode anode 1 milligram suppose weight. After passing some current, so here is a copper, silver, nickel, zinc. This is the standard potential is already given. It is the suppose we provide 0.3 voltage current in solutions. So on that 0.3 voltage solution, only copper is deposited on the cathode electrode. On 0.3 voltage, not deposited on silver ions, nickel metal ions or zinc metal ions. Only deposited on copper metal ions. So we will first give the current 0.3 voltage. All copper are deposited on cathode ion. So we remove the cathode ions and weight the cathode ions. Weight after copper deposited, it is the 1.5 milligram. Again we inserted cathode electrode in the electrolytic solutions. Then we provide the current 1.2 voltage suppose. So on 1.2 voltage, there is a deposition of the silver metal ions. So this electrogravimetric technique, we determine the mixtures separately. So this is the whole theory of electrogravimetry.